G'day and welcome back to the road to the Great Canadian Open Winter 2026. My name is Clarence and this is my video series as you follow me as I paint up my Brotherhood Without Banners army 1 hour a day, 1 day at a time. The whole point of this series is for me to try to help you, to inspire you, to paint up your army as well. We love this game. The game would look cooler if they're all painted. And if they're all painted and it looks cooler, it attracts more eyeballs to the game, maybe recruits more players. So let's try and all be ambassadors to this great game and get more players to play. It's hard to do that, obviously, but I think one of the big things that people can try to do is try to carve out some time on a regular basis. Now, I had someone comment that they don't paint every day, but they do paint a lot on the weekends to kind of make up for it. That works too. You know, whatever works. As long as you're putting your hours, chipping away, you can also get a painted army as well. So that's enough for my preachy rant. Let's go on to see what our task is today.
We have a gaggle of models to gloss up before we do our oil wash. So we have our whole Golden Company Crosswoman, and we have our 3 characters, Barrick, Ravella, and Angui. Once they're all done and based, I will have almost one side painted. I will need to paint out Thoros of Mir and CU. And on Thoros' list side, I gotta paint up 2 more trays. So the road is growing ever shorter, as they say. So, as I mentioned, today's oil wash day. And first up is gloss varnish. Then we're gonna apply the oil wash. I'm gonna come back, because I've shown these steps before, way back in the early episodes, after the oil wash has dried for an hour and a half-ish, and then I can start moving the paint. You know what? I lied. I'm going to gloss them, oil them. You'll see them in their darkened state, and then we'll come back then. All right, so see you soon in a bit. Okay, we're back after glossing the models and letting them dry for a little bit and applying the oil wash. I thought I'd just take a close look at what each guy looks like before they are dried and before they're wiped off. So here's the bare-headed guy. I get something. There we go. So again, the wash is pretty heavy and pretty dark. And it's going to be wiped off, so it will be brighter. But here's what it looks for now. And really, I'm showing this for anyone who is thinking of doing it themselves. If they're wondering, like, how dark should it go? I'm not a pro by any stretch of the imagination, but this is just my process that I've done a couple times now that works for me. So this is how dark they go. And I will show the after as well. So this is the same model, just flipping them around a little bit. Oh, geez, this is terrible filming. Sorry, folks. This is a very low budget operation here. It's me and my cell phone, pretty much. Here's the banner dude. Banner dude coming up. You can see the yellow got a lot more brown on there, so it's looking a little more shaded. Now, I think it was the Kingsman. I was disappointed the banner did not have a nice blend after the drying process. Hopefully it'll be better this time around. And then we got Mr. Standing on a Tactical Rock. Again, very, very dark, very, very shiny. But again, it will brighten up afterwards. And then the last normie dude is the hat. I got a hat. I got a top hat. I got some sort of trench hat. Yeah, so that's how he looks after the oil wash. And the characters. So, let's begin with Angui. The characters I did as I was running a little bit low, but it came out alright. They got a little less oil, but I think all his dark areas got the oil, and that's what's important. So there's Mr. Angui. Lady Ravella, she was my last model, and I don't want her to be too dark, and I was near the bottom of the well, so I just added a little bit more of the mineral spirit and try to give her a very, very light brown wash. Very, very light. I hope I can get in there with the makeup sponge and wipe off some off her face. And lastly, the man, the myth, the legend, the lightning lord, Barrick Dondarrion himself. Here he is after the oil wash. I tried to avoid the flames. Doesn't make sense that they should be shaded. So he's quite dark. And that's that. All right, folks, so we're going to wait for about an hour and a half-ish, and then we'll come back, wipe off the oil, excess oil, and you see how they look after that is done. So see you soon. It'll be like 2 hours for me, but seconds for you. See you soon. So it's been about an hour and a half since the models have dried, and I've also now wiped off the oil. So let's take a look at how they appear now. So here is Barrick. Can I zoom in a little bit? There we go. Barrick, front and back. Here is Angui. Can I get some more light in this guy? Here we go. Angui. Front and back. Here we got Lady Ravella. So I wiped her off first because I really wanted minimal brown oil on this model. She's a bit cleaner than the rest. And then I'll just show you each sculpt as they came out. So here is the Bannerman. I'm way happier with this banner than the Kingsguard or Kingsman banner. Front and back there. Not as much of a blend, but more of a blend. Here is the guy who goes with the banner. There's two of them. The off-white definitely got shaded quite a bit. Here's Hatman. Hatman. Front and back. And here is No Hat Guy, crossbow dude. I mean, they're all crossbow dudes, I guess. And lastly, the other Assassin's Creed style kind of dude. And that's it. So that's it for today's session. They are all oiled up, drying. Once they are completely dry, I'll give it about a day. I will matte varnish them, and then we will move on to the last step, which will be the basing. That should be a 2-hour process, as it's been proven to be so. All right, folks, thank you for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Let me know what you're working on, and hopefully that you've been inspired to keep painting as well. Please share the series with anyone who would benefit from a video tutorial of how to paint an army. And that's it. Keep the faith, folks. Keep the faith, folks. See you next time. Bye-bye.